the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations.
Oh, you're here. Thank God. Come in. Come in. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Well, it's secretly important and a story that needs to be told.
It is important. It's your story. It's my story. It's their story.
Their story?
Yeah, you didn't see them?
Who?
When you came in? Come on over here. These guys. Well, I'm not surprised you missed them. I mean, they're everywhere, but they're always not so obvious. Take me, for example.
You?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Walking wounded. I was like them. Or I was. Still am, I guess. A little bit. Love zombies.
Love zombies?
Yeah, love zombies. But don't worry. I'm not going to eat your brain. No, I'm the walking wounded. I'm wounded in love. I lost the love of my life. And so I started writing to kind of deal and heal. And as I was writing the story and talking about it, I met people who had been through the same thing, or somebody who knew somebody. And so we started sharing stories. I mean, how you do when you're in pain and you just somehow meet people and reach out. And I thought, wow, why not also include their stories with my story? And I asked all of them if they would be open to doing that, and some of them said, yeah, let's share the stories.
So where does the zombie part come in?
The zombie part comes in because I was thinking of us as the walking wounded. That morphed into the Walking Dead, zombies, and then I thought, why not maybe do this as a comic book or graphic novel? I was raised on comic books, and I love comic books, and I thought it would be cool and different and edgy and fun and unique, and I had just the perfect artist for it. Dylan Riley. He's a mate of mine in England. He's an amazing artist. He did the artwork here, I'll show you. He did the artwork for my EP, Writer of Wrongs, Singer of Songs. Recently was hired by Topps Trading Cards to do Marvel Comics and Star Wars cards.
Wow.
So the guy's the real deal.
Yeah, he's really good.
For the IndieGoGo campaign that we're doing right now, that's why we're here, and why you're here, we have some rewards. If you give at a certain level, you'll get some artwork by Dylan, signed, numbered, limited edition artwork. So this is the cover, or at least the proposed cover. We have a close-up here. Here's an original sketch that he did when we were first talking about doing this. This is part of the incentives here that we have back from the dead. Rewards. So if you give it at certain levels, 1,000, 500, 200, you get stuff.
So
it's really cool.
It's a graphic novel?
It's a graphic novel and a breath mint. No, it's a graphic novel and a book, intermingled. It's both. So there's the stories, my story, and about 10 other stories, and then there's a graphic novel that goes through the book with the story of these zombies who are on a quest. In fact, I have, would you like to hear an excerpt from the story?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, let me read this here. This is one of the stories that's in Back from the Dead. Put my specs on here. He left. He moved out. I'm not even sure where. I figured he was staying at the office, but I didn't know for sure because when he left, he left. He didn't speak to me or have contact with me again. I guess he thought it was for the best that he wouldn't hurt me any further by leading me on to believe he would change his mind. I went insane. I immediately contacted a psychiatrist because I couldn't stop the raging in my head. I insisted on medication, got on antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds. I lived in clonazepam. I slept constantly, and then I couldn't sleep at all. I ate like crazy and then didn't eat at all. I couldn't think, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't get out of bed, I didn't want to talk to anyone, and I barely did. I didn't answer the phone or even get dressed for that matter. Sometimes I would take a bath. If I could bring the mail in from the mailbox, I considered it a successful day. This went on for months. My conclusion after all this pain was I wanted to hurt him, and I wanted him to pay. Yet at any moment, if he wanted me back, I was ready, willing, and able. I wasn't sure how I could love and hate someone so much at the same time.
Oh, dear. Ouch.
You know, it's really hard. So it's a lot of pain that people go through, and sometimes it goes on and on and on. So that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this book. And some people were reluctant at first, and they were afraid of it, but it ended up being cathartic and therapeutic for them. And one of the main reasons that we all decided to do it was to help other people.
So how can I help get their stories out there?
I'm so glad you asked. We're trying to raise $10,000 through this IndieGoGo campaign to help underwrite the book. The production of the book, the editing, the artwork from Dylan, all of this stuff here is wonderful artwork. Marketing, as you know, putting on a book, it costs money.
So tell me, what exactly do you need?
We need money, $10,000. But there's another kind of capital as well. If you don't have that capital, there's the capital of word of mouth. So you can spread the word about this project to people that you think might want to invest through social media, through your workplace, school, church, your therapist.
We've got to get out of here. We have to get where there's some other people.
Exactly what he said.
Well, when's it going to come out?
With a little zombie luck, the fall of 2019, maybe right around Halloween, just in time for the busy holiday shopping
That's
season.
really exciting.
I think it's very exciting.
Anything else?
Well, there is one more thing before we go to the basement.
You have a basement in your condo?
Yes. Well, no, actually, but it's a zombie movie, so gotta have a basement. No, but I wanted to talk about A Love Supreme, which is my pet project that I want to do. I write about it in the book, and basically it's a program, an educational program that I hope to start and hope to do nationally someday, where we teach kids from preschool all the way through high school how to have healthy relationships with themselves and with other people. We know that a lot of our behaviors that are not so healthy are taught and learned when we're growing up. We're not born with these things. So I think it's just as possible to teach and learn the healthy behaviors starting really young. So I think we should at least try.
Yeah, we should totally try. It sounds really ambitious, but really needed and really wonderful.
Thank you. Well, and it is very ambitious, but at least we got to try.
Of course. But what about them?
What about them? Well, no easy solutions for them, although I think that Back from the Dead might help them out a little bit. That's my hope. And we can always invite them in. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you.
We'll need many more such rescue stations.
And that's it.